Well, here was a game I was playing against Chad W. Interestingly, I've previously mulliganed against him too and managed to recover. So this game, he's playing Prime Speaker Zagana, I'm playing Silver Queen, and I'll show the deck list at the end of the video if you're interested. So my first hand's obviously a mulligan, second hand mulligan, third hand is a mulligan, fourth hand is a keeper, so I've mulliganed 3 times. And drawn a mox. Basically a mulligan to 4. Or a mulligan 4 times if you want to look at it that way, since this cost me a card. Of course, if I cast this Force of Will, it'd be another card. But we'll see how this game plays out. So here I really was hoping he would just replay his guy. I don't want to... It was nice that I drew the blue for mana drain, but I don't have a use for it. Fortunately, he did exactly that. And now I'm down with mana drain ready to go for whatever his 5-drop might be. And Verge if he doesn't have one. And turns out he doesn't. So the great thing here is now I'm set up so I can cast anything in the deck. 2 white, 2 black. I've got a red, white, black, green, blue, so I can play Queen. Ready to rock and roll. So if I do happen to get a good drain off, I can always play the Queen and just go that route. Pump all the extra mana into slivers. My opponent plays Beast Within, strangely enough not targeting the Mox Diamond. Don't understand it at all, and it's definitely not worth a counterspell. Yeah, in fact, he might have helped me out because now I get to apply pressure while we sit here. So he's finally got a play. It's 6 mana. Could be tasty. 5 mana. Okay, Green Sun Zenith. I'm not sure why he saved the mana. Hopefully it wasn't for Spell Pierce. Turns out it was for nothing. Or maybe a Force Spike. But probably nothing. So here I was thinking I was going to throw down Queen and then take his Drain Zenith and make some guys, but that could definitely go poorly for me, considering he's got 2 blue. He could just Treachery and then win the game. And I top decked this Sylvan, so I decided to go with the Sylvan. It allows me to keep Force mana up, and yeah, I'll take Ancestral Recall for 2, please. Another fatty, so I decided just to not mess around with trying to find a swords or something. Burn my counter up. I don't really want him to have big guys because it weakens his commander. And with so few cards in my hand, I can't really afford to waste counters on his commander. So Sylvan does its thing. And things are going well, so I just want to stall. I'll play another Ancestral, so next turn I get to draw 6 cards. This is 7 cards. 3, 6. 7 if I eat the stone. Seems like a pretty good recovery. My opponent plays well. He throws a Haro as a test. He knows I have the counter. If I'm a dumb player, I counter that right there, thinking that I'm getting a 2 for 1, and I would be, except I'd be getting nothing important. What's more important is that I have a mana drain and he's down to 2 cards in hand. So he goes for the Speaker. I could have countered it, possibly, but I mean, it's not... This is actually a good thing for me. It's in play, I don't have to worry about it. He got to draw 2 cards. He's barely better off than he was when the turn started. So at this point I go ahead and eat the stone because Mana is not an issue right now. Quality cards is. Unfortunately, I don't draw anything particularly awesome. I'll go ahead and let the save the 4 life for something more relevant later. However, Quiet Spec will get the job done. So down comes Dynamo, down comes Spec. Because I don't have to get the traditional Deep Grudge Ray here, I can get Teachings. And with this much mana, Teachings is stroke of genius. Especially with the mana drain in my hand. So I set it up Deep Teachings Grudge. And I go ahead and teach right now, or deep right now, with the mana floating. Into this lovely hand. Still having mana floating. And boom, down comes the lock. So now we get to play a game where he's playing a big mana deck and he doesn't have any. That right there would be bad enough for him, but the fact that I do have mana is even worse. So he plays an Explorer to cheat a Growth Chamber out. Actually, tapping mana for an Explorer with a Winter Orb out is really foolish. But I'm okay with him making foolish mistakes at this point. And now my deck starts showing up with the good stuff, so I pay the life because I want to play a land, but I don't want to play a basic. I've already discarded one and played one, so I would like to get a Scroll Rack ultimately and start drawing the 3 basics over and over. I will play one if I need to, of course, but... So here's the play. I really thought about cloning the Dynamo, but then I realized I had, thanks to his Beast, a much better option. I can clone his Commander and kill it and Ancestral Recall at the same time. So his Commander dies, and now I get to draw 3 cards. What is it? Plus, oh, better than Ancestral. 3 +1/+1 counters +1 makes 4. So 4 cards and kill his Commander seemed like a much better deal. And now it's pretty much a game. I mean, he has to get enough mana to cast 2 spells before I can shut him down entirely. That's not going to happen. But we'll run through it. Here it's just a matter of how do I want to win, so... So I get down, I lay a land in order to put Tez into play. I can get, and I get myself some more mana. I can get Crucible later. The idea was I just didn't want him to have a window where I didn't have 2 mana up with my mana drain ready. Because I don't want that Winter Orb to die. Okay, so Tez gets the rack plan. Now I get to Ancestral every turn, forever. However, there aren't many turns left in this game. I eat my top. Out comes Strip. And he gives up. So I thought that was pretty awesome recovery. I hope you enjoyed it. As promised, here's the deck list at the end. Feel free to pause it and check it out if you're interested. See you next time.